Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Solly's World. This time around, we're going to talk about my DJ influences, DJs that I grew up listening to and have inspired me to become a DJ in today's world. So let's get into it. Probably one of my favorite DJs of all time and one of my biggest influences is Grandmaster Flash. Grandmaster Flash is very well known around the world with DJing, and he created a lot of theories in the early years of hip hop. Now, he wasn't the only one. There's plenty of other DJs that we could kind of name off. DJ Kool Herc, DJ Grand Wizard Theodore, and I'm probably not saying everybody's names correct, but I want to give you an idea of some names. But Grandmaster Flash is somebody that I grew up watching in the early 80s and 90s, just through music videos on MTV, back when Yo MTV Raps was a really big deal. But he is one of my big influences because at the time that Flash was DJing, doing block parties, and even really before the club scene became big with hip hop and other stuff, he played a variety of music. And I think every DJ is kind of open format when you think about it, because there's certain elements that you learn from hip hop, R&B, soul, jazz, funk that even kind of parallel or go into electronic music and a lot of newer music that's out today that the younger crowd likes. So there's a lot of fundamentals that I learned from Grandmaster Flash that made me want to become a DJ, and is one of the reasons why I own turntables. Another one of my big influences with DJing is none other than DJ Jazzy Jeff. Now, most of you know DJ Jazzy Jeff from his work with Will Smith, otherwise known as The Fresh Prince. They used to have a TV show called The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, but most people don't know that Will Smith was in a rap group with DJ Jazzy Jeff. Now, this is like late 80s, early 90s. Most people just kind of know the television side of things, but Jazzy Jeff and himself and how he curates his selections when he plays music. I watched some of his live streams. I've actually seen him live DJ before, and it's incredible. But he is one of my really big influences. I actually own some of the same DJ gear that he has. I use an All Pioneer setup, which we'll talk about more in future videos. But Jazzy Jeff is one of my biggest influences, along with Grandmaster Flash. I would name those two. They're in my top 5. Another person that I would throw into the mix is Deadmau5. Deadmau5 is known for electronic music, mainly like progressive house, techno, things like that. I've been listening to Deadmau5 for probably 14, 15 years. Started around 2009, 2010. But as his name grew bigger and he had his own record label and things like that, I started to learn more about the music and how he puts things together. And that's kind of how I got into electronic music as we know it now in the 21st century. It was different in the 90s and early 2000s, but when Deadmau5 came along with Skrillex and some other DJs, they had a huge influence on me. And because Deadmau5 is not only a DJ, but he's also a music producer, that makes me now look at the production side of DJing. And that's something that as Solly's World grows, I'll start making my own edits and I'll start doing producing with tracks. I've actually put tracks together and I know how to do it, but that's like the next level that I want to go to. So with Jazzy Jeff and Grandmaster Flash, I throw Deadmau5 in there because he breathed life into me when it came to getting into the electronic music scene. And that's kind of where I'm at. So those are 3 of my really big influences for music. The next episode, we're going to talk about different genres of music that I like to listen to and I like to DJ with. Thanks for tuning in to Solly's World. Make sure you click like and subscribe.